I feel like I'm looking at myself, but I'm looking at you. Hi guys, I'm here with Jensen, my little sister, and today we just filmed the transforming my best friend into me. And I think it turned out pretty good. Hope you enjoy this video. Let's get started. Okay, so to get started, I put some Makeup Forever Nourishing Primer just on the center of her face mostly with my fingers. And then I went on to prime her eyelids before eyeshadow, so I just used the concealer that I normally use. It's a NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I just blended that out with my fingers really lightly. And then to set that in place, just to make sure the eyeshadow goes on really smoothly, I just use this little brush and a little bit of Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, just for like a matte base so it's not sticky. And then I went in with the Anastasia, what is it? Modern Renaissance palette, I believe, and I just used first a light brown shade to like map out the crease where I wanted it to go, and then I kind of built that up, and then I went in with a tiny brush and the darker red shade to map out where I was gonna have like the cut crease. That's what I'm doing right here, and it looks a little rough at first, but I just take blending brushes after this with like that same red color and the other brown color, and just take my time really blending it out. And as you can tell with the shape of the eyeshadow, I really, like, I take the outside of the eyeshadow up towards her eyebrow, like out towards her hair. I don't round it around the outside of her eyes, and this is just to give the illusion of like uplifted eyes. And it looks a little weird until you have the like lid color and the eyeliner on, but I promise it'll all look normal. So after this, I use like the really gold color in the palette. I know I'm not doing that yet, but I'm about to be. And I wet my brush with some setting spray before going in, and then I really use this to clean up the crease and make her big eyes really stand out. So this is what basically creates the cut crease and makes it look like really dramatic. So you can, the higher you take it up, the bigger your eyes are really going to look. So I took hers up pretty high because she has really big eyes anyways, but I really wanted to accentuate them. So after doing this, I just went in with my Maybelline eyeliner and I drew a wing from about halfway across her eye. I don't really go all the way in with eyeliner most of the time. That's just like a personal preference of mine. And it's not like a super dramatic winged liner, but it definitely... See, and now the eyeshadow all looks normal. And there's my mom and my dog. My three-legged puppy. And then I went in with my NARS Radiant... What is it? It's the NARS foundation that's the glow one. It's like my favorite foundation ever, and this is my shade, so it is a little dark just for her face. So I just had to make sure that I blended it all down her neck and on her chest and everything. And then I went in with this Hoola contour stick, which isn't super dark, so it's like it doesn't make that much of a difference, but I just did around her nose and up on her forehead just to like give the bronzer that I'm going to put on something to really stick to. Then I went in with that same NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer and I just highlighted her face, so under her eyes, a little bit on her forehead, on the bridge of her nose, and her chin. I don't go too crazy with highlighting, just personally, but I know some people do, and I really like how it looks. I just chose not to do it for this. So I just used my beauty blender, my really dirty beauty blender, but it's fine because we're sisters, to blend that out before I bake, as you call it. with that Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I let that sit while I went in with my Anastasia brow definer and just like lightly did her eyebrows. She has really good eyebrows already, so I didn't have to do much, but I just kind of darkened the tails of them, and then just using a big brush to kind of blend that powder into the rest of her face and down her neck, because I didn't use another powder all over her face. And then I went in with my favorite NARS Laguna bronzer and this Japanesque brush and just really bronzed up her skin, under her cheekbones, on her forehead, and then under her jawline and down her neck to make sure everything is the same color. Also, I forgot to mention that we did do false lashes. I just couldn't film any of it, so she has false eyelashes on already right now. So then I tightlined her, and she absolutely hates when I do this, and I also lined her waterline, and I really make sure to take that eyeliner all the way into my inner corner and really define in there, because I feel like that makes such a difference in how your eyeshadow looks. And then I basically did the same thing, like the crease look on the lower lash line. I just did like the darkest color, and then I went in with a different brush and kind of blended it out after this. And then she's just doing her bottom mascara because, I don't know, I think she just wanted to. And then I'm just using a like dusty rose colored blush just a little bit to give her face some more color. And then going in with my NARS Laguna bronzer and this little brush just to kind of go over that cream contour and define her nose a little bit more. And then using this tiny brush with the highlighter that I'm going to use, the Jaclyn Hill Becca highlight, I just use it under her eyebrows, on the bridge of her nose, and then I did a little dot on her nose, as you can see as well. And then I also used that brush on the very inner corner of her eye because I really like how the highlight in there looks against the dark eyeliner in the waterline. And then I'm using that same Becca highlighter with this Real Techniques brush just to highlight the tops of her cheekbones and also above her eyebrow. And now I'm just lining her lips with MAC Strip Down lip liner. Not filling them in really because I go in with this NARS lipstick afterwards. And then after this I just set her face and that's all. And I definitely think that it turned out so pretty on her. I love how this makeup look turned out. I like it better on her than I do on me. So thanks, Jen, for filming this. I always get awkward at the ends of this. I don't know how to end them, but here's the final look.
Oh, I just popped my neck. Except now it's annoying because all we look at is that. Here is the final product. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do you feel like me? Yeah.
Other than the hair, yeah.
But I couldn't do anything about that though. Thumbs up if you want this fish to be in more videos of mine. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. And say see you guys. Goodbye. See you next time. That's what I was trying. No, where's your bracelets? That's my face. Oh, it's not mine, it's not showing, it's yours. Oh.